Hello my friends, welcome back to Keto and the Chaos. My name is Tammy and on this channel I like to share all my tips and tricks on how I lost 200 pounds without surgery and how you can be successful in your own weight loss journey. So if that's what you're looking for, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell for more videos like this one to inspire you to get started. Welcome back everyone. I hope you guys are still okay out there. It has been a crazy week, definitely. We have not gone out. We've been in now, I think, social distancing, staying home for 15 days at this point. I've only ever gone out to go grocery shopping and that's it for 15 days. Now, granted, grocery shopping is a little bit more complicated with a family my size than it is for probably most people. And even yesterday, I had to go out again, and I got weird looks like I was stocking up, and people were just kind of like, "Aren't you over that by now, lady?" But that was like my weekly grocery shop. That's like my normal shop, and I'm used to getting looks like that because I get them all the time. And I have to tell you, when I went to the checkout stand, no crap happened with the beans this week. Thank you. And the kid who was checking me out was like, "I think you're going to need 2 carts, hun, like to put all that stuff in because, it doesn't go back in the cart as well as when it goes in the first time." And I'm like, "Oh, no. I'm like, Sonny, I've been doing this a few years. I got 9 kids. I shop like this every week. I am a pro. Trust me, it's all going back in that cart." And he just kind of looked at me like, And I began stacking those groceries in the cart like a Jenga blocks. And I'll tell you what, I got everything in the cart. And not only did I get everything in the cart, it actually looked like I had less groceries in the cart than when I first started. And I probably could have fit a few more things in there. But I didn't take a picture of the after. I took a picture of the before. I didn't take a picture of the after. Maybe I'll, for funsies, put the picture of the before in here so you guys can see how much groceries I buy for basically 1 week of our lives. So yeah, it's a little bit of groceries, But yeah, I've got to keep these kids fed, especially because when they're bored, they're probably eating more food than they normally would when we were out doing crazy stuff. This week, one of the dance studios started up online classes, and I started taking a new class. They offered a new class that was free. It's 4 days a week at noon, and it is a splits class. So I have been practicing my splits, doing these really crazy stretching exercises that hurt like holy heck, pushing myself to the limit because I want to try something new. And I did also my ballet class on Wednesday, and all of these are happening like online with Zoom. And we've been able to rig up this really cool setup with my camera phone hooked to my computer via an app called, I think it's called Droid Cam. So if you guys have kids that are trying to do Zoom classes and you're trying to look for something a little better than your actual camera on your computer, you can set your camera up like above or next to, turn off your webcam and use the Droid Cam app to send your actual cell phone footage, which is much nicer, to your computer. It makes it a little bit better than most of these cameras that these poor kids are dealing with are pretty rough. And it makes it so you can see more in the shot and stuff. So yeah, we've been really happy with our setup for Zoom classes. Also, this week it's going to be even crazier because my other studio is starting online classes as well. And so there will be points where I'll have a minimum of 3 kids in different rooms at the same time. So my whole entire house has now become a dance studio. And at first I kind of felt overwhelmed, especially when we're trying to figure out all the techie stuff. But now that we've got the techie stuff well in hand, I kind of like that I can get them set up and then I can just go up to my room if no one's dancing in here. But I can go up to my room and like read a book or just relax. But they always need my cell phone, so it kind of keeps me off my cell phone a bit and not looking at all the media coverage as much and not obsessing over the numbers as much, and kind of gets me out of my head and makes me do other things. I've been spending time out in the backyard with my chickens, though it has been freezing this week. It snowed 2 days this week. 2 days it snowed. But this coming week, it's supposed to be between 60s and 70s, and I cannot wait. I'm going to spend a lot of time out of doors this week. I'm looking forward to that. Also, my adult jazz class and my adult clogging class will be online, so I'll be able to add those into the mix. So I've been doing a lot of physical activity, trying to keep myself, pumped up, motivated. My eating has been really great all week. The only things I did different this week is I tried a package of Smart Sweets just to see what it would do to my blood sugar, because I just really wanted to know. There's 7 grams net carbs for their new recipe, which sucks because that's like half my daily allowance. And it tastes really good, but when I ate them, it shot up my blood sugar 20 points, which is not a ton. But like, if you look at the other foods that I eat, like either I have no reaction or I have like maybe 10. But 20, I was like, yeah, I'm probably not going to buy those again. Also, I had a couple of Built bars this week, which raised my blood glucose by 10 because they have maltodextrin in them. And so I did, I guess, have a couple of little treats that maybe were pushing me out of my body's comfort zone a little bit. But, all in all, I've stayed keto, and that's all that matters. If we were in real world, I'd be going nuts at the dance competitions. I'd be preparing. We would have just finished up a two weeks worth, and I would have just done a big, huge photo shoot that I had to cancel, and I would have been like up all night editing, and I'm basically not doing anything like that. And so I'm just happy that if I can keep it keto during this time, doing the best that I can. So I did have those 3 treats this week. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I ate out of the ordinary. I don't think so. I think everything else was pretty well in my normal, what I've been eating. My muscles are extremely sore, and I'm sure that that means probably some water weight gain. So yeah, I'm not going to make you guys wait forever this time. Let's just get to the weigh-in, and you guys can see where I'm sitting at this week. So as you can see, I weighed in today at 186.8, which is a 4-pound gain for this week. So basically, I gained back the water weight that I had finally dropped last week, and it's back on me. I definitely feel waterlogged. My rings are tight again. I put back on that 1/2 inch around my waist that I had lost, and I'm like, it's kind of irritating, but it's also kind of expected. I've been under extreme stress. In fact, I don't know if it was my electrolytes were low or what, but not last night, but the night before last, I actually woke up at 3 o'clock with a full-on panic attack. I had an actual nightmare that I was slowly dying, that I had purposely swallowed sleeping pills to die, and I don't know exactly why, but it was just what my brain came up with to deal with physical things that my body was actually going through in the real world. And that's what it came up with, because I grind my teeth, and so I was chewing something, and so in my mind I was chewing up sleeping pills, and then I was slowly dying, and I felt myself dying. Well, when I woke up, I couldn't breathe. I felt like somebody was sitting on my chest and smashing me down. I woke up and I was looking around. I felt like my heart was beating 1,000,000 miles a minute, and I was like going, oh my gosh, it's real. It's not a dream. It's real. I really am not feeling good. I'm panicking, like. So I tried to be logical, because my first thought was, oh my gosh, I'm dying of COVID-19. And, because I'm a hypochondriac and I'm an anxiety-ridden person, and that's what a person does when they wake up and they can't breathe. Now, then I started really paying attention, taking in deep breaths and letting them back out. And I'm like, do my lungs hurt? No. Am I taking a full breath? Yeah. So, okay, it's not my lungs. It's something else. And then I'm like, okay, my heart feels like it's racing. Maybe I'm having a heart attack. What's going on with my heart? And then I feel my pulse, and I'm like, your heart is not racing. It is going normally. It's very, very slow. And it doesn't feel like you are connecting the feeling that you're feeling with the actuality. So I'm like, okay, this must be a panic attack. This must be what a legitimate physical panic attack feels like. Because I've seen them on TV, and I've heard friends have them, and they've gone into the hospital for it because they thought they were having a heart attack or whatever. And I went, okay, this is a real panic attack. I don't know what brought it on. I mean, it was 3 a.m. I really think it was my electrolytes. I wasn't as careful the day before, and with all of the stress I'm under, It's just a wonder. Like, I am trying to keep it cool and keep it chill for all of the kids, but I have to admit that my stress level is really high. I'm feeling a lot of chest tension. I'm feeling a lot of headache tension. I'm feeling a lot of just tension altogether. I'm sure we all are feeling like that, especially because I have anxiety and I'm constantly having to push it down and push it down. And I don't have a prescription for that or a diagnosis, so I can't even get anything to like help calm me down because I've never seen the doctor for that. I've just self-diagnosed myself. And so I can't really get that even via the online option. Anyway, not that it would matter because I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. We had an earthquake last week, and there've been a bunch, like 400 aftershocks or something. Thankfully, where we are located, I haven't felt those, and so I haven't been dealing with the daily stress of also worrying about earthquakes on top of everything else, which has been really, really nice. So I've tried to focus on getting the dance studio stuff set up, getting my house set up so that it will work, getting it so that more people, the one person can take dance at the same time. And I've just been trying to distract myself that way and not let myself binge eat and not let myself, have those thoughts of what if, and lay there and think about nothing else, and just trying to keep playing my little Candy Crush games and Homescape and, keep myself really focused on something else. I haven't really felt like watching a lot of YouTube or Hulu. I keep trying to get myself to, but my brain just doesn't even want to focus on that. I was able to read a few chapters of a book, which was good because I haven't read a book in a really long time. And I've been setting up stuff for online for my classes that I teach. I usually teach once a week on Thursdays as co-op, and so I've tried to focus a little bit of my attention on getting those students working and connecting with them. We did our class through Marco Polo, and the kids talked to each other, and it was really cute and adorable and fun. It worked out really well. So those are my plans. But yeah, best laid plans, I still am feeling nervous a lot and a lot of fear and a lot of anxiety. And, I keep telling myself, you know what? God is going to take care of you. God is in control. It's really fine. But I also believe that God knows that we're going to be scared. And, that isn't bad to be scared. It's just bad if you dwell on it and let it become all consuming. So, of course, we're going to be scared. It's a scary situation. But then we have to find out what we can do to control that, what we can focus on controlling. I know last week we talked about that. Focus on what is underneath your control. What you eat is under your control. You're choosing to stay at home and protect your family is under your control. Well, hopefully anyway. And sorry. And you can do physical exercise at home. You can get out in the sun. You can take vitamin D, vitamin C. You can do these things that will help make you feel like you're making a difference, and focus on that and focus on serving others. And all of those things are going to help us, I think. So we're doing okay, guys. We're doing okay. I know a lot of you guys are feeling overwhelmed, and I know a lot of you are wanting to eat more. And you know what? If that's what you got to do, then that's what you got to do. We're all going to have fallout to deal with after this. We're all going to have challenges, and we have to just get through the best that we can in the most healthy way that we possibly can. And what's healthy emotionally may not be what's healthy emotionally for you. But I'm just here to try and let you know that I'm thinking about you, that I love you, that I'm worried about you, that I care about you, that I hope that you're doing well, and that I'm here for you to help inspire you to keep going and inspire you to think about yourself and take care of yourself and all of those things, because it's very important. I've always talked about how important it is, and we've talked about so many times, what will we do if we get to a crisis? None of us really imagined it would be an entire worldwide crisis, and that we would all be gathered together as one, facing one enemy. But isn't it beautiful that we can all connect with each other, because we all have similar thoughts and feelings right now, and we can all be a sisterhood and a brotherhood of people who are fighting a war on an unseen enemy. And that is not something that I ever expected would happen, but I'm so grateful for the time that I spent preparing for what will I do in an emergency or a crisis, or if something bad happens in my life, when it comes to my health and keto and my diet and all of that. And I already have my plan in place so that when these things happen, I didn't have to be worried about it. I just knew what I was going to do. And that is a great comforting feeling. It does help. You know, if you are prepared, it helps it so that you don't have to be as afraid. And I definitely feel like that has helped me a lot. So I hope this video finds you well. I hope you are all happy and healthy and with your families and loved ones. I hope that none of you are unable to get the things that you need. And I just pray for you every day. Just know that I'm thinking about you and I love you all so much. I'm going to be putting out a video if you're looking for some yummy treats. I think it's tomorrow. I think the day is my video will be coming out for a new treat, a new keto cookie that's coming out that you guys might like to try. I actually haven't tried them yet. I am about to do so and make a video about it for you, but I am excited about it because cookies, yummy, right? So I hope that you guys will take the time to watch that video and maybe stock up on some really delicious keto cookies. I'm hoping they're really delicious. If they aren't, I'm going to be so disappointed. That's all I have to say about that. All right. Well, anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with me, you guys. Have a beautiful day, and I'll talk to you all again soon.